we are going to start off with the Arizona Cardinals. The Arizona Cardinals guys right now are sitting at third in the NFC Playoff Race. The Arizona Cardinals, if they win this weekend, they have a 77% chance of making the playoffs. They have played 5 playoff teams as of today. If the playoffs were to start today, they played 5 of these teams. They played the Buffalo Bills, which they lost to 34-28. They played the Detroit Lions, which they lost to 20-13. They played the Washington Commanders, which they lost to 42-14. They played the Green Bay Packers, which they lost to 34-13. They played the LA Chargers, which they finally beat a playoff team 17-15. So they are 1-4 versus the playoff team so far this season. But as of right now, they're on a 4-game winning streak with wins over the Chargers, at Miami, over the Chicago Bears, and the New York Jets. The next 3 weeks, they do play the Seattle Seahawks twice, and they do play at Minnesota Vikings. Tough little next 3 games that they have on the roster. Kyler Murray, so far this season, 2,058 yards passing. James Conner, just under 700 yards rushing. Trey McBride is leading the receiving corps with 552 yards this season. They have the 12th ranked offense and the 21st ranked defense going into week 12. So, guys, are the Arizona Cardinals contenders or pretenders in this NFL playoffs? Can they make it to the NFC Championship game? No. No, they cannot. Not because they're 1-4 versus playoff teams so far this season, with losses to the Bills, Lions, Commanders, and Packers. Not because they have the 12th ranked offense in the NFL. Not because Kyler Murray is playing at an MVP level with just 2,058 yards passing. It's because of their defense. They have the 21st ranked defense, and I just don't have any faith that they're even going to make the playoffs. Right? If you want a team to be confident into going into the playoffs, you want a team that's kind of like gotten that swagger a little bit, right? Yes, they're 6-4. They do have a 77% chance to make the playoffs if they beat the Seahawks. But what if they lose to the Seahawks? What if this week they play the Seattle Seahawks at Seattle and they lose? They drop down to 40% chance to make the playoffs. Guys, it's not even a guarantee that the Cardinals are even going to make the playoffs. Playoffs? Yeah, playoffs. It's not even a chance that they make the playoffs. The 21st ranked defense doesn't give me any warm and fuzzies either. If the playoffs were to start today, they play the Green Bay Packers in the first round. The Green Bay Packers beat the living breaks off of them earlier this season, 34-13. If somehow, some way, the Commanders jump up to the 6th seed, the Commanders beat the living breaks off of them earlier this season, 42-14. Let's say they drop down to the 4 seed and the Minnesota Vikings are still at the 5 seed. They play the Vikings in 2 weeks. They're probably going to beat the brakes off of them. Guys, the Cardinals may not even make it out of the first round. Let's just be honest. They may not even make it out of the first round. Contenders or pretenders, Arizona Cardinals, they are pretenders. I have not been on the Arizona Cardinals at all this season. Have not loved anything about the Arizona Cardinals at all this season. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the 21st ranked defense. Maybe it's because they can't beat any teams that are in the playoffs. But they are pretenders in my eyes. They are pretenders. So what do you guys think? Are the Arizona Cardinals contenders or pretenders? James Frank says I'm not sold on him. That's a negative for me, Ghost Riders. So pretender. Pretender. Lick Love says they're pretenders, but they're trending upward. Thick Love says if they continue to win, and if they beat the Seahawks twice and they beat the Vikings twice in the next 3 weeks, okay, let's get on this bandwagon. Let's ride it, baby. But right now, I don't like them going into week 12, says Thick Love. All right, I get you. Derek says Arizona is the underdog of 2024. I'm riding with them. And if you guys remember right, Derek has been on this Arizona Cardinals ride all season long. He says they're going to go from worst to first. So far, he's been spot on. Week 12, Derek, in this NFL season, Birdie, go. In this NFL season, because they are. My dog wants to be. Come here, baby girl. Hey, baby. I love you too. Yeah, I love you too. But yeah, Derek is riding the Arizona Cardinals train. All right, get down. Get down. Get down. Thank you. So, guys, are you riding with the Arizona Cardinals? Are they pretenders or contenders going into this NFL playoff or the NFC playoff picture? John says they're pretenders. I don't think anybody is sold on the Cardinals, honestly, besides Derek, which Derek's been on this train all season long. He's going to be hyping it up. Of course, Derek's going to be on it. He wants to be E. Wright. Who doesn't want to be E. Wright? Nobody walks in the day like, man, I hope I'm wrong about everything I say. Derek, keep riding your train, baby. Keep riding the train. Next up, sitting at the 4th seed.